The Pentagon is threatening to court-martial Arizona Democratic Senator Mark Kelly after he took part in a video last week urging troops to defy any illegal orders coming from the White House. The agency says it's looking at possible breaches of military law by Kelly, who served as a fighter pilot for the U.S. Navy. Let's bring in our congressional correspondent, Jay O'Brien, for more. So, all right, tell us, I guess, first of all, what exactly is the Pentagon saying here?
Yeah, and this is the strongest step we've seen so far, Kira, of the White House trying to hit back against this video that drew the president's ire. He said that those members of Congress who engaged in this video committed sedition, and that's something that Republicans on Capitol Hill largely backed him up on. And in this statement from the Department of Defense, they say that there are, quote, serious allegations of misconduct. They point out that the lawmakers who engaged in that video possibly could have violated, and this only applies to Kelly because he is a retired naval commander. It doesn't apply to the other lawmakers in this video who have either intelligence backgrounds or a different way their military service ended. But, quote, the Uniform Code of Military Justice prohibits actions that, quote, interfere with the loyalty, morale, good order, and discipline of the armed forces. And the allegation that the DOD makes here is that this video may have done that and could open Kelly up to a possible court-martial. The reality here is, Kira, though, I just went back through the video again because it was in the headlines all last week, just to kind of walk you through what Kelly said on tape in the video. All he says in that video, and I'll read you the quotes from him, are, quote, "You all swore an oath," referring to active duty members of the United States military. And then he goes on to say, quote, "Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders." And then he says, "Your vigilance is critical." That is largely the extent of what Mark Kelly says. And so the argument that the DOD is making here is that that could violate the Uniform Code of Military Justice, just those statements alone. We have not heard back from Kelly yet today. We have asked his office for their reaction to all of this. But previously, he has said, just as recently as this weekend in posts directed at President Trump, that he won't be intimidated from doing his job, Kira.
All right, Jay O'Brien, appreciate you.